How I got carried away with my degenerate stepson. I 39, live with my husband, 39, and 3 children 19, 13, and 5. Only the youngest is shared with my husband and the other 2 are from a previous relationship. My husband is the only one that works. His oldest son 19 moved out over a year ago but was back within 6 months and living in our living room on a mattress as we didn't have a spare bedroom. We had to move soon anyways as our lease was ending, so we discussed it with my son on what his plans were. As the current rental situation is hard to get into, he decided to stick it out at home. He was working full-time bringing in about $1,000 per week. We moved into a new bigger house giving everyone their own space. We agreed he would pay rent. $40 for all bills, and $100 towards food. Shortly after moving into the new house, my son was made laid off and received a final payout which he spent on DoorDash. Since then he hasn't paid for anything, and is currently about 13 weeks behind on rent. He refuses to look for work, refuses to help out around the house, doesn't clean up after himself, and sleeps all day and stays up all night playing on his Xbox. Recently the company my husband worked for was liquidated and we were left with nothing. The last few weeks have been really hard trying to feed everyone and keep the bills paid. We still haven't gotten a full payment and are now behind on everything. Since this has happened, we have had to limit food to make it last, which my son has been eating non-stop at night, enough for 2 to 3 people per meal, and just doesn't seem to care when I bring it up with him. It has gotten to the point where I don't eat so that the kids can. He just got his tax return and straight away he has ordered DoorDash again. While the rest of us struggle. He just doesn't care and expects us to pay and cover him financially, which we can't afford to do, even though I wasn't his direct parent. One night, he had a very noisy call with his friends. The next day, I lost it. I shut off his Xbox and yelled at him to get out. He stood up right in my face and said, "Make me frost." I was like, "What the frick did you say?" So he repeated, "I knew I shouldn't have done it, but I'm his stepmother and I really love him, so I did it. It tasted so sweet. Much better than my husband's. Am I a good stepmother?